All right, so today is the day where I compare my MPC Special Edition to my MPC 2500. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I noticed something. Let's get to it. Bolo! All right, so before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and get my drum kits. I actually use my X Factor kit in this demonstration. All of my drum kits sound good and they're cheap as hell. So you might as well go ahead and get them. If you already have some, go ahead and get all of them. If you don't have them, go ahead and click that link in the description and get my drum kits. Also, in this demonstration, I actually use some hardware that I have. I'm going to be using the Tascam Model 12. That's what it is. Yeah, the Model 12. And I am using the MPC Special Edition, okay, that just came out, the MPC X Special Edition. If you guys want to get this, go ahead and click my link in the description and go to zounds.com and you can go ahead and get it. And then on zounds.com, if you're trying to find some other stuff like some other equipment, they have a ton of stuff that you can get with no credit or background check and you can just pay it off over time. So go ahead and click that link in the description right now if you're trying to get some equipment. All right, so today I just came back from my neighbor's house, brother CEDD Mac, and he actually did a demonstration comparing the MPC Special Edition to the MPC 3000 Limited Edition, or Special Edition. I think it's the Limited Edition, which that thing sounds amazing. It sounds really good, has its own sound, and he actually made a video for it. I'm gonna link that in the description so you guys can go ahead and see it. So after that, I decided to go ahead and do my own comparison with the MPC X Special Edition to my MPC 2500. Okay, I want you guys to hang tight with me through this video so you guys won't be going underneath the comment section saying, oh, you didn't level match, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I did everything, okay? I did it all, and I made sure I got it as accurate as possible. So this is what I did. First things first, I went ahead and ran both the MPC X Special Edition and the MPC 2500 into my Tascam Model 12. From there, I level matched everything, and one thing I can say is that both of the units, when you set it at like 12 o'clock on the master knob, they both sound pretty much close to volume wise. So they're pretty close. Had to do a little bit of adjusting, but I got them close. I ran everything using the Universal Audio X4. So I used that audio interface, pre-sound great, got everything in there. Sounds really good. And the signal was completely dry. But I did notice something. The MPC 2500 was more dynamic. It felt like the signal didn't have anything interfering with it, okay? So you can actually look at the waveform and see how the kick and the snare looks on the actual waveform. So it was more dynamic, meaning that it's gonna have a little bit more punch to the actual track. Now, the MPC X Special Edition is a little bit different. This actually looks like there's some type of normalization, some type of limiter, some type of compression or something. It's something on that output that is giving it volume, because the signal actually came out, even though they looked kind of like the same on the Tascam, on the metering, the volume was like it was pushed a little bit louder. But that could be due to maybe a maximizer or something like that before it exits out the machine. And you can see that on the waveforms. You can see it, and it's definitely there. So that could be one of the factors that could be contributing to the actual sound of this machine. Now, depending on how you like it, some people might like it more dynamic, some people might like it sounding more pushed. It's all just depends on how you feel. Music is subjective. Everybody has a different opinion. But I can definitely tell that there is something on that output on the MPC X Special Edition. Doesn't sound bad. Doesn't mean I'm not going to use it. I'm still going to use it pretty much all the time, and I'm gonna use all my other newer MPCs pretty much all the time. But this is just a comparison video. However, I wanted to take it a step further for you guys. And I was gonna do this in another video, but I'm just gonna use this one device. So I actually went in and I actually hooked up my Tascam Model 12 via USB and used that as my output for the MPC-X Special Edition, since you can use class compliant audio interfaces as your output for the MPCs, the new MPCs. So I actually used that, and one thing I can say is the audio did sound a bit different. It actually sounded not bad, but it had its own characteristics. But the signal was actually a little bit stronger coming in. So the Tascam did do a little bit better when it came to adding a stronger signal going into the Universal Audio X4. And I went ahead and recorded that in dry as well. And we're gonna go ahead and play all of this stuff back. Now, what I did was I did a dry take, and I also did a take where I added a limiter and I matched everything to have the same LUFS output reading. So I tried to set that output around about negative 11.1, somewhere around that range for the LUFS output range. So that's where I got all of these sitting at. So they're pretty much level matched, you know what I'm saying? And I used the LUFS metering so I can get it pretty accurate. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm gonna show you guys the results. Now, I'm gonna make another video using audio interfaces, like I'm gonna use my SSL interface, and I'm gonna use my audio interface along with the MPC-X Special Edition to see if there's any difference in that and to see how those sound with the MPC-X Special Edition. But today I just used the Tascam because I think the Tascam is just dope. It is a very clean mixer. It's a digital mixer, but it has some analog stuff in it, and it is very dope. Like, it doesn't color your sound. It just does what you tell it to do. And I really enjoy using it with my MPC and my keyboards. Okay, it's very dope. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the test, and you guys tell me how they sound. All right, there it is. You guys tell me what you think. Do you think the MPC 2500 sounded that much better than the MPC-X Special Edition? Or did you think the MPC-X Special Edition sounded better than the 2500? Or do you think that running the MPC-X Special Edition through the Tascam made a huge difference? So I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, all right? So I hope this video was informative. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.